Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. So it's going to be another vlogging time. Guess what's going on? So apparently my parents are hosting a community meeting tomorrow, and my mom has consulted us to make part of the meals for tomorrow. So on the menu is coconut rice, marinated meat, and moi moi for about 40 persons, but plus or minus there might be more than that, right? So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to be showing some of the things that we have already, my mom has already bought. So whatever we're buying is just going to be a couple more, not too much. So we already have our meat, I think that's chicken, and then all this. When I saw this, I thought I was making jollof rice, but apparently we're not making jollof rice, we are making coconut rice. Interesting. And then we also have our moi moi leaf as well, so moi moi o'clock. So I'm just thinking in my head how I'm going to make that moi moi really reddish and nice as well. My moi moi is nice, but sometimes it's not very reddish. But I think the secret to that is to add more pepper without the seeds. So stay tuned and let's see if I'm going to achieve doing this vlog making food for 40 people. Time to wash the meats, get them prepped for tomorrow. So apparently I'm going to be washing the meat and then I'm going to marinate it. Now I'm going to take it through the process of how I do my own marination, and if you follow that process, it's so nice. It's so nice. Like just keep watching. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I do my marination. First of all, today is Saturday. The cooking is for Sunday, so pardon my hair scarf. This is a satin scarf from my senior sister. Easy to wrap my hair, keeping my hair protected. You know, this hair is very old, but whatever. And this is my houseware. It's so big, but I don't care. And hi, looking good. So then this meat is frozen, and I have to leave it and rush to the market so I can get all those things. But other than that, yeah, I think I'm practically going to leave it because it's still very much frozen. So an hour at the market, I'm sure it would have thawed, and then I can do every other thing that I want to do before I can go for my lectures meeting. So I'm going to leave this here for an hour for it to thaw. If by the time I'm back it has not really thawed very well, then I will have to do by force defrosting. That means I have to literally run it in the water and then separate it. And if it's too big, I'll do some recutting. For the tomatoes, the tatashe, I am equally going to be leaving them there. I need to rush off to the market so that when I'm doing everything, I just do it at once. I don't want to split what I have to do. Okay, so follow me to the market to see some of the things that I'm going to be buying.
Is it me, or if you're in Abuja and you really like this flower, let me know. It really gives the city a beautiful outlook and is really nice. So we went to the market. We're cooking coconut rice, so we obviously got coconut. As small as these things are, they're really expensive, but then I did a good budgeting, so I was able to purchase it for the amount that I costed it for. 2 were bad. We bought 5, 2 were bad, but then we still used it kind of took out the bad side and then made use of what was left. And then if you attend meetings, you know, garden egg is usually served, so yeah, we got that as well. And then who knows what this is. I'll leave it to lesson. Guys, you people know what this is? I don't want to be tribalistic, but I am familiar with Igbo people knowing this. Do you know what this is? Do you know the name? So in Igbo it's called umimi. Well, from my side, some people say it's umeme, but from my side we call it umimi. For me, I feel like it's a peppermint kind of cola that is served to visitors when they come to your house. I knew my dad was going to ask me to get for him if it's in season, and luckily I saw it at the market and I got it later. So per portion is 100 naira. Well, I bought for my customer, so he gave me like jara. That's extra. It's pepper
I'm sure my dad is going to be happy when he comes back and see it. If you know what this is in English, let me know. I'm going to do my research too. So, but if you know what it means, or the name in English, let me know. And if you know the name in your language as well, let me know.
So after a long, like almost 1 hour at the market, I was hungry. I remember I have not had breakfast that morning. So coming back, I did a quick gari soaking. Okay, now this is how I make my own. I was making for I and my sister, so I put it in a little bit of salt. If you drink gari with salt, let me know. Do you really like it? Like, I love it, especially when you know the right quality to put. I initially went in with 4, but then I added 1 more, okay, because the gari actually swells. So, and then a sachet of milk. I don't like this pig field. I don't know what the plan is, but whatever. And then put in a good amount of groundnuts. People call it peanuts, whatever you call it in your place. And then there goes my cold chilled water, okay? And then the best thing is that when you do your gari, right, don't start drinking immediately. Allow the whole thing to soak. When the gari is a bit, like, it's no longer in the normal state, like in the dry state, you enjoy that. Now after doing that, I was waiting for my sis. She went upstairs to change. I didn't want to start eating so that I don't finish it, but she later came and we dealt with that. So coming back home, it was time to wash all the vegetables we're going to be using. So first of all, we prepared the tomatoes, the peppers, and then started boiling it immediately. So if you're trying to make stew without tin tomato, I'm going to do a separate video for that. But how I do my own is that I don't blend in the market. I come back home, I wash everything, and then I cut a lot of onions, ginger, and garlic. Trust me, if you follow these steps right, even when it's boiling, like, you don't put water in the pot, you just put it because you know tomato already has water. Like, when these things start boiling, they smell. Just hold on. When I've actually posted a video of how I make my stew, but I want to finish that video because I was too busy and then I forgot. I wasn't able to record how I eventually made that stew in between cooking the coconut rice for the meeting. So yeah. And then growing up, right, washing pepper used to be a big deal for me. So yeah, I think I just saw a short clip of my sister cooking stockfish. So for stockfish to actually taste nice before you put it in anything that you're doing, it's very, very important that you put a little bit of oil, put a little bit of pepper, maggi, and salt. Trust me, it comes out really nice. So like I was saying, when I was young, when I used my hand to wash pepper, my hand will hurt me. I remember the first time it happened, I put my hand in the freezer, my dad was shouting at me. But now I'm a pro, okay? I'm a big pro, so my hand doesn't hurt me. I was actually surprised. It just hurt me a little bit, not as much as it would, but I'm a chef now. I'm a good cook now. I'm a better cook, actually, so no wahala. So I did all these long parts so that I just do a voiceover and then you hear my voice. Yeah. So I use our rice cooker. It's a very big one. I didn't use the whole outputs to make my stew. I divided them. Now, what do you do with this part when you're done? I don't throw mine away. I don't know about you. So I gather it, take it outside, and I put it under the flowers. We don't have an actual garden, so just took it out, took it to these parts that had good soil, and then that was it. So this is what I use for the seasoning, both for the tomatoes and the other ones, and then for the chicken and the cow meat for the event. So first of all, we seasoned the chicken, obviously. So went in with Maggi, went in with salt, went in with thyme, curry, and then a blended paste of fresh pepper, onions, garlic, and ginger is very, very important. If you season your thing like this, it's gonna come out smoky, sweet, delicious. Okay, you get it? So yeah, that's the paste. The chicken really came out really nice, like really nice. Plus we left it overnight for like almost 12 hours. Yeah, that was what we did. So that's naturally how I season my chicken, and it comes out really, really nice. I wonder how people that season their own and start cooking immediately taste, although it comes out nice, but I really like when it's still overnight. So for the cow meat, we didn't put ginger and garlic because I think it kills the original taste. And that's for the seasoning.
My mom said she bought 3 noodles of rice from the market. I don't know why she did that though, but maybe she bought a particular type of rice for the ceremony. So 3 noodles of rice, we did plus or minus, I and my sister. So we got 3 coconuts, and that's what I'm going to be doing now. I know you know how to cut coconuts, but watch how I do it. I bet you don't cut your coconuts like this. Right? So let me show you how I do my own. So we are very careful with hitting things on the ground in this house. So we started using this knife. First of all, I don't know how Chinese or Japanese chefs use this to cut things really smooth, but I guess it's because they are the owners of this kind of thing, so they know how to manipulate. But let me go straight and show you what I do. So I hit here, and I put my water. Where am I water here?
Honestly, cutting coconut like this is actually not easy. It's stressful, it's painful, and boy, doing 5 of them wasn't easy because I think the ones that were bad, it was a lot harder to process, but the ones that are good come off easily. But the ones that are not good enough, yeah, it took a bit of time because it was getting too stuck to the shell. So that took me a little bit of time. But yeah, this is how I do my own coconut. We don't break it on the floor. I use that knife to break it. I'm the one that usually breaks it. But you know, as good as I'm doing these coconuts here, like I've gotten better getting them off over the years, I still can't kill chicken. Like that's one part of cutting that I don't think I'm gonna get to. Okay. So I don't even care if anybody comes for me and tells me something. I don't care. I can't kill chicken. So on to the next. We, like I said, we're making moi moi as well. So this was me and my sister. So I was filming and then we're doing the whole thing and my sister was mixing. And this is literally how we went through, you know, wrapping and placing and everything. The moi moi came out plenty. Like it came out plenty. It came out really soft and I was scared because like hope say I never cook nonsense. So but the way like later I got to understand that the way we made that moi moi is moi moi that when it finally settles and then it kind of comes together, then you get the gist. Like 2 weeks after, the moi moi was still remaining, and boy, I wish I had one full one left for me. But I was really happy that the moi moi turned out really well, and yeah, it was reddish as well. So we had 2 toppings. We already had the majority down, and then the last ones we kept it on top of the sieve. This rice cooker is the bomb. Now this is how we do our own carrots. We chop it and then we use blender. We don't have those bigger blenders, so yeah, my sister blended, and then when she was done she poured water and then sieved it, and we're good to go. Here we have our coconut milk. The one in the bigger bowl is the first sleeve, the one that was sieved at first, and then the other one, and then the chaff. I don't throw the chaff. I actually don't like using coconut flavor to do my coconut rice. I still use the chaff to cook. So we went down to starting our cooking. So I went in with the onions, I went in with the best seasoning paste, onions, garlic, ginger, fresh pepper, went in with seasoning cubes, went in with salt, curry, turmeric, thyme, crayfish. I'm an Igbo girl and you cannot shame me for my crayfish, okay? So yeah, I don't do measurements because a pro. Yeah, but I really trust my measurements, okay? So don't come for me. I'm not doing one of those romantic videos, okay? I'm showing you life and direct because nobody has that time. So this pot is very fast, so doing everything I have to be fast so it doesn't go off. I shared the water because the rice turned out plenty. I wish I showed you guys the rice, like it was humongous according to my friend. So I had to wash it in this big bucket because we don't have these big bowls. Very neatly washed, by the way. So I had 2 pots of coconut rice. The biggest pot was obviously this rice cooker. The remaining rice I cooked in another pot, and there was still rice remaining which I had to eventually pack. I need to find out the name of that rice in particular. So my sister did this marinating of the meat, both the chicken and the beef, and guys, all these things you just need to taste it with your mouth, okay? Because they were so nice that the whole rice finished that day. I managed to hide meat for the family and the rest of it was gone. I kid you not. And then when it was time, before the meeting people finished, we dished it inside the cooler. And at this point we're adding the vegetables. We didn't add the vegetables so that it doesn't get too soft. So this was the point where we added the vegetables. It was still hot, so it was just going to marinate nicely with the rice. And I'm really happy that I was able to do this capturing. So this was when we're removing the moi moi and putting it into the cooler as well. And yeah, it was really nice. It was tasty. People really enjoyed it. It was nice. Plus my mom had to do charity, like she gave out more plates of it. And yeah, I was worried I didn't capture the whole thing, but I think I've done a good job at this point. So thanks for watching with me, and I will see you soon when I'll be doing more show-offs.